Yo, this is Shaw Sports and Faith, SSF, and I'm gonna get right into this video. I ain't gonna waste no time. Put some respect on Jimmy Butler's name. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back that ain't hearing it. Put some respect on Jimmy Butler's name. Man, the Miami Heat, of course, you know, they played last night, which is today is, May 20th? I'm thinking today is May 20th. Let me make sure. Yeah, today is May 20th. And on May 19th, Friday, the Miami Heat stunned the Celtics, beating them 111-105. The Celtics had the game won. They was up like, well, I ain't gonna even say they had the game won. The Celtics was up like the Celtics was like 10 or 12 points. But the Miami Heat just kept keeping close, just wouldn't let them get too far in front of them. And Jason Tatum was having himself another incredible game, shooting the basketball well, making them step back threes, going to the basket, get to the free throw line. He was playing pretty well. Jaylen Brown, I didn't really hear a lot from Jaylen. Jaylen, okay, I don't know what's been up with Jaylen. Derek White came off making some big threes. Michael Brogdon hit a shot or two. Marcus Smart played well. So the Celtics was playing really, really good. But again, the Heat would just keep it holding on. And then in the fourth quarter, the Heat tightened up their defense. Jason Tatum, I don't know what happened to him. He was missing in action. We're still looking for him. It's like he was in game one. Jaylen Brown didn't show up. He still was missing in action. I don't know what happened to him. And, but the Miami Heat, who was the number one or is the best team to execute their offense in the clutch, came through in the clutch, outscoring the Celtics, I think 18-4 down the stretch. With Jimmy Butler, I think Jimmy hit like 8 points. Then you had Max Strus hitting shots. You also had, what is that guy named? The other young brother, Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin really came through in a big way, hit three after three, driving to the basket, cutting, diving on the ground. Man, he hit clutch threes. Gabe Vincent hit a clutch step back jumper. Bam Adebayo, I can't say enough about Bam Adebayo. Man, Bam Adebayo was going to the hole, beating Al Horford with his quickness, or Robert Williams, whoever with his quickness. Not dominating, but playing a really good basketball game. He came through with 22 points, 17 rebounds, just dominating the boards, and 9 assists. Again, the guy we talking about, Jimmy Butler, came through in the clutch. I think he hit like 8 points or more in the fourth quarter, scoring 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Let me give you some numbers for Jimmy Butler. The Miami Heat is 8-0 in this postseason when Jimmy Butler scores 27 points or more. The Miami Heat are 11-2 when Jimmy Butler scores 35 points or more points in a playoff game. We're just probably going over the last 2 seasons. Jimmy Butler in these playoffs is averaging 31.1 points per game, 2.2 steals per game, 5.6 assists, 6.6 rebounds, shooting 51% from the field. Against Boston in this series, Jimmy Butler is scoring again. 31 points a game, ain't falling off, 6.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 48% shooting, 40.3 and 92% from the free throw line. But the young brother is shooting but he's taking your ball, getting you 4.5 steals per game. Put respect on Jimmy Butler's name. During the season, averaged like 22, 23 points a game, but he raises that to 31. I don't know what come over him in the playoffs. He put on that Superman cape, and he come through. Maybe he put on Michael Jordan. I really starting to wonder, is he really Michael Jordan's son? He kind of looked like him, and when it come through in the playoffs, he come through in the playoffs. And his great play, his leadership, his dog mentality motivates and inspires the other guys. And those guys got to be dogs too, because you just think it is just Jimmy. But no, it's not just Jimmy. You got Vincent hitting the threes. You got Caleb Martin hitting the threes. You had Max Strus hitting the threes. You had old man Kevin Love hitting the threes. You got Bam Adebayo playing good defense, dominating the boards. Kevin Love getting the boards. You got Kyle Lowry coming off the bench shooting threes here and there, playing really good defense as a team. They played a really good defense. They don't lose. Well, should I say, no, don't lose, but they always under control, especially in the fourth quarter, which I just told you they're the number one team as far as performing in the clutch. They don't lose in control. They don't get sporadic. They don't just make dumb plays. They're always under control. They always know what they want to do, and they're going to get a good shot, and they're going to make it. They're going to execute. Whereas Boston, they'll play well for 3 quarters. Boston is the more talented team with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Malcolm Brogdon. Then you got the guy Williams coming off the bench blocking every shot. They got the most talent, but they don't play that way every night. They're not continuously giving you their best efforts every night. It's just an up and down. I don't know what is up with them. Their defense don't look strong every night. And they'll play well for 3.5 quarters, but in the fourth quarter down the clutch, they get sporadic. They lose control. They're turning over the ball. They can't make shots. But Miami is executing. So you got to give Eric Spoelstra great job because he's preparing these guys and he's making in-game adjustments when the game is on the line. Opposed to the Celtics coach, man, he be changing lineups all throughout the game, and he don't call the right timeouts. Doesn't make sure doesn't set up or call good plays to where Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown should get the ball. Jason Tatum is not playing bad in this series. Jason Tatum is giving you 32 points per game in this series, 10 rebounds and 4.5 assists. He's not shooting well from 3. He's only 30%, but he's shooting 51%. But the problem is not his play. Well, it is his play. It's his play for 3.5 quarters. It's just in the last 7-8 minutes, he's a no-show. He's turning over the ball. Where is he? Jaylen Brown, he's supposed to be the second star. You have his 26 points a game. Why are you down to 19 in this series? 19 points per game. He's only shooting 38% from the field goal strike in this series. And oh my gosh, it's hurting my eyes to see this. This is head scratcher. The guy's only shooting 15% from the three-point line, people. 15% from the three-point line. That's not going to cut it against this team. That's not going to cut it. Jimmy Butler, the second best player in the NBA, is not going to cut it against this team. This team got all type of confidence. They coach really well. They're better than the 8th team. Woo! Let me give you a few more records. Boston Celtics, who are under 500 in the last 2 postseasons at home. They're under 500 in the last 2 postseasons at home with a 10-11 record. You would think a team would play better at home, but not Boston. It look like they lose focus at home. But on the road, they're 12-6. So I don't know, man. Look, probably it's tomorrow. They might win a game because they seem to get focused at home. They let their hair down at home, but on the road, they focus. But the problem is, the Miami Heat are 5-0 at home. The Miami Heat at 5-0 at home. And with them, with a coach like they got, but not only with the coach, Jimmy Butler, put respect on that man's game. He not going to let them have a letdown. That boy going to come ready. I'm afraid the Boston Celtics might end up getting... I'm afraid the Miami Celtics might end up getting swept. And largely because of that main man, Jimmy Jordan. Jimmy Buckets. Playoff Jimmy. Yo, man, comment, like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you want more sports-based topics and faith-based topics different from mainstream media. And comment. Give me a comment. Tell me what you think, if you agree with me or if you don't. And I'll be happy to engage with you in the comment sections. As I always like to conclude the video by saying, peace and love.